Hello, this is Ed Veer from Ed Veer's Corner. Welcome to my little spot in the world here, where I try to make things a little bit better. Right now, we're going to go over, as the title says, different ways to farm Darkwater Clams. Basically, what you're looking for, as most people are going to go for trying to find the Siren's tear out of the clam, which is used for different jewel crafting recipes and different things like that. Right now there's 3 different ways that I know of to get these. I'm only going over 2 of them because another one is actually a vendor where you can buy limited amounts. I think it's just 1 or 2 at a time, but you have to gather some other materials for that to turn into the vendor, so I will go over that at another time. One way is, as you can see, I'm out here just right there, Moonrest Gardens right on the shore, and all you have to do is you can fish it up. I'm gonna go through a couple of casts for you. Nothing special. I have no special gear on or anything, and just using the regular fishing icon and just cast it out, and you sit and wait. And right away, there you go, you can see I got the Darkwater Clam right off the bat, which is good because it saves me from having to show this to you. But doing this method, you can also get the Berean Man of War. You can get all the fishing basically that you normally would get, but what you're looking for is a Darkwater Clam. Now, Rockfriend Grouper you can get is not bad selling. You just have to kind of watch on the auction house. It'll sell sometimes and sometimes it won't. But doing this, I did it for an hour, and I only got 24 Darkwater Clams. I got 3 North Sea Pearls and 7 reinforced crates. However, I did not get a single Siren's Tear out of this. So that wasn't good at all. Wasn't good at all. If you like fishing though, for the hour's time, I only got 1,810 gold in fish out of here. From the reinforced crates, I didn't get much more. A couple cobalt ore that sold, and that was really about it. Now then, the other spot, I'll fly over there. It's going to be the floodplains in the Berean Tundra. It's basically just a gathering area, and I highly recommend you take a skinner here. I've done it with the skinning, the herbalism, and many of the different things. And I can tell you from a standpoint, skinning came off as far as extra gold the best on this. Most viable source. Let's see here. We're looking at pretty much, what I can tell you is skinning an average 849 gold. You had herbalism, basically only 32 gold, and mining was 735 gold off of this run. It's basically pretty simple run. I'm not going to sit here and make you sit through it. It takes round trip. It takes me 35 minutes and 45 seconds. Obviously, if you have a fast speed setup, a druid, or different ways of doing it, you can actually probably beat me out on it. So don't hold in. Like I said, you could probably get 2 to 3 times the amount I do. What I do is I'll fly over here. It takes me, I take the boat from Stormwind Harbor to here. It's roughly about 2 to 10 minutes, depending on how the boat's running and if you can catch it right away or not. If you don't want to wait, you can go to the Mage Tower. You want to take the Dalaran portal that goes to Crystal Song Forest, and then you have to fly here So give or take, it's probably going to take you about the same amount of time. But now if you're a miner, you can come over to this area right here, and there's a node once in a while you'll find right there. But here's where I'm at, the flooded plains. And I start off in this area. And what you're doing is you want to kill these marsh caribou, even if you're not skinning. That's where I've gotten all my transmog off this area so far, is from these marsh caribou. And let's start this. And so I highly recommend, even if you're not skinning them, kill them and loot them. What you're looking for is these gorlocks around these ponds. You're just going to go from each pond to pond. The gorlock gibberer has a 11% chance of dropping the Darkwater Clam. Garlic Steam Belcher has a 14% chance to drop your Darkwater Clam. And I think those are the only two types you run into here. Now the Gorlock Waddler has an 8% chance. And of course all three of them, now that I'm trying to show you some, won't drop it. It's Gibberer. Let's see if we can get lucky there, but you just skin these guys and you have a chance of getting Arctic fur. Right now it is selling for 120 gold on the auction house. And the Berean leather is selling for 4 gold, which is not bad considering, but you can see there's 1 gold clover. It doesn't really sell for a whole lot. There's the Waddler again. See, and there's a Darkwater Clam off of that. And the Gibberer. You got the gold clover. Let's see what it's selling for now. It's selling for 2 gold. So you're not going to get much from herbalism. You rarely see any of the gold clover nodes on this route. And all you're doing is you're going to run from pond to pond here. Waddler. The Belcher, there you go, has a 14% chance as well. Belcher. And then these two right here, kill that guy, I don't like people following me. These two right here, you don't have to really start at. I just do because it makes, to me, it makes a nice little area to start with. But you could actually start this run because you can see the distance between the two. See, there's another gold clover. You can see the difference. So you could actually start it right here instead. And you can see the nodes at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, probably 14 nodes so far I've found in all my runs on there. As far as for gold clover. Cobalt ore is not showing up. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 or 7 nodes roughly that have shown up for me so far. And like I said, you're just gonna hit these ponds, these little pools of water. And nothing special. Now this guy so far has not dropped about 26 loots, not dropped the Darkwater Clam at all. I keep trying to kill him, get nothing out of it. Got the Belcher here. A lot of greens have dropped from them, but nothing that has actually gone up, had a good price on the auction house. So I just kind of don't worry about it too much. But like you said, you're killing them anyway for the Darkwater Clam. Let's see, Belchers, you just hit this one. Naturally, I don't do this on my horse. I'm walking the whole time. I just don't want to have to y'all sit through a 35-minute video, hopefully, if I can do this right. Fishing. is one of the effective ways of doing it. And then you're going to go and you can see here's a dead area right here. Another gold clover. And then you got the hunters, which have a 12% chance of dropping one. The dredger has a 10% chance, so there's not really a high percent chance. It's still 10%. You can see I've gotten several blues off the caribou. Lola's life-giving branch, which I put up for 6,000 gold. You have the shimmer steel hood, which I put up for 5,000. And those are my two. Take that back. I also got the wetted iron blade or the quick blade for 6,000. I was able to put up there, and the biggest item was the iron grip short sword of the fire flash. It was posted at 11,000 gold. However, to my knowledge, unless this happened recently, I have not sold any of them yet. Excuse me. Okay, you got the Gorlock Mud Splasher here, 14% chance. Dredger. Oh gosh, it figures when I start talking, I'm going to start coughing. I apologize for that. And we're just going to go through here. Nobody knew. I'd like to kill one of these guys and have something good drop. But that is not to be, of course. There's the Mud Splasher, Hunter. Hunter. Dredger. There's also another chieftain that's running around here. Dredger. And there's none to see, and you can see out of 18 loots, I have not found a Darkwater Clam off of him at all, or I have not found anything other than Frostweave cloth, really. But if you need the cloth, it's a good thing, I guess. And now, if you want to, you can kill these mammoths up here. You can skin them, and the mammoth meat, you can see, occasionally will sell real well. See, and as you can see, that's the first cobalt deposit I have found on this run so far. But they will be nestled in these rocks like this if you have them. Dredger. And that is pretty much it for the run, and you just pretty much will come through, and then this is what I do. I come around the outside and then I kill these caribou on the way back and skin them. And then by the time you get all the way back to my starting area, everything is respawned. Of course, I'm just flying now, just to show you the difference in this everything. But overall, this is not a bad little run, I don't think. The Siren's tier, when I started this video, was going for about 120 gold per. However, it's not going to be a fantastic run. You're going to probably make more off of skinning Berean leather over time than anything, because I will post these numbers up as well. But let's look at this here. On the Berean Tundra, overall I'm averaging about 430 gold and raw gold, for an average of 107 per run. I have done several runs now. My average value of looted value of gold is 20,436. And then over here for this, now if you remember the numbers, for that. Now on these runs, I have averaged 39.75 Darkwater clams with 17 North Sea pearls for an average of 4.25 per run, and I average 1 Siren's tear per run. So like I said, you're not going to get rich off of this. It's simply, if you need the Siren's tear, the best way to get it, but you'll make more from the skinning, the Arctic fur, the Borean leather than you will anything else on this run, I think. But you can also sell the succulent clam meat that comes from these. They're not, no, it's not going to be high gold value. So all in all, it's not a high profit run. It's just a nice run, nice way to get the Darkwater clams. I'm sorry, I'm just tongue-tied now. It's a nice way to get the Darkwater clams. If you need the clam meat for cooking recipes, you can get that. Get the North Sea pearl. Has a decent couple gold here and there. I think it was selling for 15 gold when I looked. And that is about it. That is pretty much the run. Like I said, there is a third place to go, and I will show that in another video because it's going to involve gathering some materials for a vendor to get a guaranteed Siren's tear, but there's only a limited amount, and you can also still get the Darkwater clams as well. It's still not bad. Thank you for watching, and if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or ideas, anything you'd like to see, please leave them in the comments below. It's much appreciated, and thank you.